I think it's important to go to different places and see what they're like before you go there, because on Zillow, the whole state kind of looks the same. And you get here, and southern West Virginia, I feel like there's technically more people, but it's almost all of the houses are mobile homes or those modular houses. There's not a lot of money circulating, but of course everyone knew that. But I've met some really good people here. When we were working over at Will's property, I think there was like 4 or 5 neighbors that stopped by, and everybody was on ATVs. There was one guy with a corncob pipe and a big, cool hat on with a bird feather in it. And everyone that stopped by was really nice, and I haven't had a whole lot of chances to talk with southern West Virginia coal country natives in a while. It's been a couple years because I don't want to buy land here. So that was the last time I talked to the neighbors. And I just think that I already thought, oh, it's pretty cool. Maybe there's not a lot happening, but like whatever, it's nice. But now I'm like, there's such good people down here. One of the guys was from Boston. There's a lot of people that are moving here that are like, hey, I got old, I had a health crisis, and I had to downsize the house and move somewhere cheaper. Or they're like, I just wanted to move somewhere cheaper in general, so I don't have a, $1 million mortgage payment. They buy something for $200,000, and then they got everything they need. I just think there's not enough. There's community, I guess. The community that Will was telling me about was that everybody, like pretty much the whole entire town, maybe it would be like a few hundred people, they all get on their four-wheelers and their side-by-sides, and they go ride through just the streets of West Virginia all together, like a convoy. And that seems pretty cool. I think it'd be something that I would like to do, a few times. Would I want to be part of that culture every day? Probably not. I got some other interests, homesteading, farming, planting fruit trees. I like talking with younger people. I think a lot of people here are a little bit older, and the young people, they're not very they're not health conscious for the most part, but then you will meet some people who are just like, grandma told me this old recipe, how to make some sassafras tea and some root beer, and they have cool knowledge like that. So I definitely respect the people. It's just a little different type of vibe. So, like I said, this has been recording for 2.5 minutes, and I feel like I've been driving for 20. It's actually not good. It's not, I really don't like driving here. It's so annoying. But, hey, it's better than the city. It's better than being stuck in traffic, but it is exhausting. It's like you drive an hour and a half, and it feels like after like an hour and a half, you're done. After 30 minutes, you're done. I ain't gonna complain anymore. At least I got something to drive on. It's better than I like the valleys. I'm gonna set my standards high. I like driving through the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia and then crossing over into West Virginia and seeing how it's just the edge of where things start to get isolated in a good way and rural. And I like going into places like Harrisonburg or Winchester sometimes and doing all that type of stuff. I enjoy that. I'm not a city guy, but I like going to those artsy coffee shops and meeting some people there and talking. I went to Luray. Beautiful coffee shops in Luray. You can be out in the middle of the woods. And I went to Wardensville. You can be out at a nice coffee shop. Drive 10 minutes and be in the middle of nowhere. Get some fresh farmer's market steaks, some ground beef, whatever's on sale. Get a chuck roast. They got a chuck roast right now. It's just good. I'm figuring out what videos I'm gonna post. I'm thinking I just bought a GoPro! Woo! Yeah. And I'm glad that people are seeing my stuff, because I'm just probably not gonna respond to the negative comments anymore. Because there's so many good ones that I used to try to be like, yo, this is where I'm coming from, just trying to be nice about it. But the people who leave nasty comments, it's kind of like a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And I don't want to change anyone's opinion unless they ask me. And even if they do and they say it in a mean way, I talk to them and they just get mad. So whatever. Life's good. I'm glad I got some sun. Feels good to glow. Look out for Will's new videos. I don't know if he's going to post it, but we're doing some freestyling together. I'm not a free... I was just being goofy, but we even if he doesn't, it's just great to be out there with like a like-minded fellas, men, and I just love meeting people. That's what I said. My two favorite things in the world is meeting new people and picking wild fruit. When I went to the nursery, I met a nice lady at the nursery, and I told her that, and I said, that's why this is a good day, because I met you and we're picking some plums. Yeehaw. Cole, why do you say yeehaw? I don't know. Cole, you're not a cowboy? Alright. One person was like, hey, you say over yonder a little weird, kind of awkward. Are you from here? And I was like, I didn't reply, but no, I wasn't born here, but I spent a lot of time here, more than most. I feel at home when I'm in the mountains, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna wish you guys a good day, a Merry Christmas, happy birthday this year, and I don't know, I'm just trying out these vlogs because sometimes when you go on a YouTube channel, you're like, yo, I just want to get to the meat and potatoes, show me how to plant an apple tree, boom, 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 30 seconds, I'm here for just the straight information. I am doing some rambling right now, so I want to, maybe people will like the rambling because they're interested in my thoughts, maybe they're not. I thought on Instagram that no one was interested in what I had to say, and you know, now I've got 30-something thousand people that follow my Instagram, and almost 900,000 people have seen my stuff this month. So I know I got good stuff to say, but usually what I post on Instagram is more like short bursts of inspiration or knowledge, or I'm doing something, but I don't post long stuff like this. But I am going to do that with my GoPro because I can zoom out really far. So it can do it this way, like I can record it in this format, and then it's still going to be wide enough to when I zoom in to make it a real, like up and down portrait. It's going to be good. So, all y'all, I hope you be doing good today, and I'll catch you later.